right, thanks for tuning in and welcome. So today, what I want to share with you about is an opportunity to make some great income on a part-time basis and have a lot of flexibility and fun doing the job. So what I want to share with you today is about being a brand ambassador. Again, a brand ambassador. You say, what's a brand ambassador? Well, you've probably seen a brand ambassador around. They're available in many places. I see them at the grocery store, trade shows, conventions. You see them at fairs. I've heard of them being at Essence Fest, the clubs, and also the liquor stores. So let's get into it. I want to talk more about it. First, I do want to ask a small favor. If you find this information helpful or you plan to share it with someone else, do consider giving it a thumbs up. You may also consider subscribing because I do want to share more about this opportunity. I do feel like a lot of people are sleeping on it or not aware of it, and it's really a great opportunity if you're looking for some extra income. So with that being said, let's get to it. So being a brand ambassador, what is a brand ambassador? Basically, you are a representative of a company, typically a marketing company, or you may work for the product company directly. And your goal is to either bring awareness to the product, you may be introducing a product to the market, or simply rebranding it, sharing it with the public. A lot of times they want you there to not only make the public aware of the product, but also get their feedback. Like, what do they like about this product? What they don't like about the product? Would they purchase it? How they would use it? Have they used it before? Really simple, really fun to engage with the customer when doing so. Other companies say, hey, everyone knows things like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, things like that. They're just there. They want to have a presence. And definitely that does have an effect on your consciousness. When you see it, taste it, you may subconsciously think about, oh man, next time I go shopping, I got to get some Coke. So again, you already know these products, but they know what they're doing, having you there. But back to the purpose of you tuning in. So being a brand ambassador is really a lot of fun. Again, I'm going to stress the fun, the flexibility, and of course the pay is great. You say, what about the pay? Sure. I'm happy to share with you about the pay. A lot of times these companies for a brand ambassador will pay anywhere from $15 on the low side to as much as $40. Again, that's $15 to $40, and we are talking about per hour. So it is great money to do this, and it's only generally just a couple hours. So sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 4 hours, 6 hours. It depends on the actual event or demonstration, also known as demo. So I like to do my demos. Typically, I do it for a liquor company. Now, when it comes to doing it for a marketing company that goes out to liquor stores, or I do the grocery stores, but what I'm demoing is liquor. And I like that because typically the demos, again, are pretty short, 2 to 4 hours. I'm in, I'm out, having some fun. And guess what? Who doesn't typically want to try some liquor? And guess what? They're also usually in a great mood. So I like doing that. Again, one of the perks of doing liquor, I'll tell you about that a little bit later. But back to the pay. Now that's part-time. If you really want to get into this, I have seen advertisements and heard of people doing this full-time where they make anywhere from $35,000 to $60,000. If you want to get into being a product specialist, the income can be even higher full-time. But today, the subject for me and what I'm sharing with you is on a part-time basis. Now, when it comes to doing a job, it really is pretty flexible because the company that I work with, they simply put out the opportunities and you simply sign up for the ones that you want to do. You can choose the location. The time and location is generally, of course, set by the marketing company, but I tend to choose ones that I can get to readily easily. However, if I do choose something far, that's okay. Sometimes they have a need where they need you to go far. They can't find someone to do it. Certainly, they may give a little extra for you to go the extra mile, so to speak. And the other way that I think about it, when I have friends that live far, we don't maybe visit often, but if I can pick up an opportunity to go out by them, that means I can earn money and visit at the same time. So when I'm done with the demo, I go and visit my friend, or before the demo, we may have some lunch. So again, the job is really flexible. It is an income though that you don't necessarily want to consider being a guarantee, because opportunities come and go. You've got to be, for the company I work with, you typically, if you're looking for the ones that are close, you got to be pretty quick, or sometimes you may be looking for a specific product that you want to demo, and some of the more popular ones really do go quick. But keep in mind, when you're a brand ambassador, you may be doing branding, demoing anything, whether it's liquor, whether it's sodas, whether it's food products, could be other products as well. So I'm really speaking in general terms because it's so many things that you could be a brand ambassador for. The other thing, like, you want to consider, who are they looking for? So when it comes to being a brand ambassador, it depends on what type of company you're going for. And they kind of pretty much tell you what they're looking for in their description for the job. A lot of times, I'm just going to tell you though, if you're thinking of doing typically the auto show and the clubs, most of the times they are looking for a younger candidate for those jobs. Me personally, I wouldn't find myself doing the club because usually I don't want to stay up and be out that late. But from what I hear, it's really great because guess what? You're sampling very quickly those samples in a club, and however it may be a little later, then again, I personally want to be out. But what's cool about it is when your samples are out, guess what? You get to go home, but a lot of times you are paid for those full 3 to 4 hours that they have you set up for. So that's a little cool perk. Just keep that in mind. It's up to you what you may be interested in sampling. The other thing is to keep in mind is, again, as I spoke about, they're not always something that you want to depend on. I consider this extra money, but some people have been doing it for a number of years. Sometimes you may do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's up to you if you want to pick up that many demos. Now, let's talk about, again, who are they looking for? They're looking for someone, you've got to have some personality now. Come on, you got to be able to engage with some folks. You got to be open. You don't want to be shy because that doesn't work out very well. You want to engage as many people as you can that come across your way. You want to be friendly. You want to be able to project your voice, and you want to show confidence. And you do want to represent the product well. What I mean about that is most companies are going to train you or provide some sort of resources so that you can get familiar with the product. And yes, typically you are given the product to sample yourself so that you know what you're talking about, what you're selling. And of course, I hope that you have a positive spin on it if you're going to be selling this product. But also keep in mind, even though you may not have any experience being a brand ambassador, you're going to pull on some of the things that you may have done previously. A lot of them do not require previous experience. So think of the things that you've done that may tie in. Customer service is a great one because guess what? You're always engaging with the customer. You've had opportunities or situations where you may have to come to a resolution. You may even have to sell that person again. So this job does entail some customer service, some marketing, and oftentimes you are selling. So keep that in mind. If you don't like sales, if you're not feeling that you can be engaging and outgoing, well, this may not be the opportunity for you. But even if you think that's not normally you, guess what? You can put on another face, bring it out, and get that money, because it is a great opportunity. But